What is up, YouTube? It's Grinch, and today I'm going to be taking a look at every Lego Carnivorous dinosaur ever released. Now, I did want to mention that I've actually already done the T-Rexes and the Velociraptors in another video, so if you are looking for them, I will link those videos in the description of this one. But in this video today, I'm going to specifically be focusing on all of the other carnivorous dinosaurs that Lego has released. In total, this collection comprises of 22 dinosaurs, and for their value, I'll be using their current average selling price on Bricklink for one of these pieces in new condition. And if you watch until the end, I will tell you the total value of this entire collection. Starting this list off, we have to go all the way back to 2001 for one of my personal favorites, the Spinosaurus. This was released in one set, the Spinosaurus Attacks Lego Studios set that was kind of co-licensed with Jurassic Park 3. It currently comes in at $81, and as you can see, it's quite different than the modern molds that we've had. In this version of the Lego dinosaurs, actually, we had a little bit more construction involved in them. So you can see there's some slope pieces here, as well as a few other pieces that you actually had to put on this mold. Next, we jump to 2005, and this is the black mutant lizard with blue specks. It was released in two sets, one of the Dino Attack series sets and one of the Dino 2010 series, which were essentially the same series but released in two different regions of the world. This one currently comes in at $8, and this is really just the most obscure dinosaur on this list. It's called a mutant lizard. I'm just assuming it's a carnivore, to be honest, because it just kind of looks like one, and it was meant to look ferocious, but I'm not really sure what dinosaur this is actually supposed to be. We're staying in 2005, and this dinosaur is that same black mutant lizard, but this time it has the yellow specks. It was released in two sets as well, one Dino Attack series and one of the Dino 2010 series sets. This is that exact same mold, but with a different colored speck on the back, and it's actually slightly more expensive at $9.75. This mold is actually made of a kind of rubbery material, and I think you can kind of see that in the video. It's not that typical Lego plastic that we're used to, so it makes it kind of unique because of that. All of the mutant lizard dinosaurs have that kind of rubbery build to them. Again, staying in 2005, we have another mutant lizard, but this time it is a purple one with blue specks. This one was also released in two sets, and it currently costs $12.50, making it the most expensive of these mutant lizards. This purple one is kind of interesting, but it's really such an obnoxious color choice, and it definitely stands out, especially on display next to all the other dinosaurs that Lego's produced. This last 2005 dinosaur is the orange mutant lizard. I know there's so many of these mutant lizards. This one was also released in two sets, and it's only a modest $10. It's definitely, again, unique in color and kind of stands out like the purple one before, but we have seen some other orange Lego dinosaurs, and the purple and black one and this one were actually all released in the same set too, so you kind of got this mutant lizard battle pack. In 2012, we got a Coelophysis with dark green stripes. This was released in one set in the Dino series from that year called the Ambush Attack, and it currently costs $12.50. Of all of the Coelophysises, I think this one is actually my favorite color scheme. I really like the more muted and kind of natural looking color schemes, and I like the dark green as well as the tan color combination of this one. Again, in 2012, we got another Coelophysis, this time with dark red stripes, and this was released in one set from the Dino series called the Dino Defense HQ, and it currently costs $19.75. The Dino Defense HQ was the most expensive set in the Dino wave, so I think that has helped kind of inflate this price on the secondary market, but the different kind of red stripes looks do make this one different, and it helps make it look good on its own as well, but I do do like the one before it, just a little bit better than this one. Next, we go to 2015, and it started out with kind of more of the same, and this is another Coelophysis, but this time with a dark red stripe and a really bright green color. It was released in one set called the Gallimimus Trap, and it currently costs $13.75. And you did hear that right. Lego claimed that this was actually a Gallimimus, and they reused the Coelophysis mold for it. And still to this day, I wonder why they did that. I mean, regardless, I did decide to include it on this video since it's the Coelophysis, it's the same mold, it's the same dinosaur, so technically it's a carnivore. It is definitely not a Gallimimus. Thank you, Lego, for actually correcting your mistake. A few years later, when we got that updated Gallimimus mold, that was much needed. In 2015, we got our first Dilophosaurus in one set from the first Jurassic World movie, and it was called the Dilophosaurus Ambush Attack. This dinosaur currently costs $25.25, and this is an interesting one for me. I really like the detailed kind of printing and details that print brings out, as well as that printing color. I do not like the color of the kind of base plastic there with that bright green. It makes it kind of look really, really vibrant, a little bit too vibrant for my personal taste. The best part of 2015 was the Indominus Rex from the Jurassic World Indominus Rex breakout set. This is just an awesome dinosaur. It is the most expensive dinosaur on this list, coming in at $141.50, currently for sale on the market as of today. There were some accuracy issues with this one. Most notably, the white color is just too white. It should have definitely been a gray or kind of an off-white color, but I really like that piercing and intimidating red eye that they printed on it. Again, I know that's not super accurate necessarily, but it just is so intimidating to look at. What a great dino, what a great mold, and it certainly deserves to be the most expensive one on this list, in my opinion. 2018 brought us more Jurassic World sets and more carnivores. This is the first Carnivorous on this list, and this one has a kind of medium nougat or nougat colored spot pattern. It was featured in one set, the Carnivorous Gyrosphere Escape, one of my personal favorite sets from the Fallen Kingdom wave, and it currently cost $44. And I really like this piece. I like the arms a lot, and I really like what Lego has done with the head shaping. I think it's just a kind of really solid dinosaur mold. 2018 also gave us an updated Dilophosaurus, this time with a more muted olive green color. It was in one Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom set called the Dilophosaurus Outpost Attack, and it currently has a price of $36.75, making it the most expensive Dilophosaurus on this list. And I really like the color on this one. I think it was a big improvement from that original, and I really like how the new Jurassic World sets, or Jurassic Park sets that are coming out this year, have taken kind of the color scheme from this one and then put it on the most recent mold that we got in 2019. 2018's big bad dinosaur was the Indoraptor. It was only in one Fallen Kingdom set called the Indoraptor Rampage at Lockwood Estate, and it currently cost $87.25. Another unique carnivore and a really, really cool mold. I like the colored stripe that's kind of going down the side of the torso, as well as the really just menacing look that they were able to capture in this dinosaur. I think they've done a really, really good job in the Indoraptor overall, and it's probably one of the most accurate designs on this list. In 2019, we got another updated Dilophosaurus. This was released in two sets, one Legends of Isla Nublar set and one Jurassic World Dominion set in 2022. It currently is still relatively cheap at $11.25, and you can still actually find this one on shelves today. I didn't mind the mold change, but really the big issue I have with this one is the lost mobility. All you can move here is the jaw, and honestly, if you could get some more movement with it, it would undeniably be the best one. Also in 2019, we got our first Baryonyx. This one had dark blue and metallic blue spots. It was released in one Legends of Isla Nublar set, and it currently cost $33.25. And I really like the color scheme, and I think that this looks really, really cool. It's just a cool looking dinosaur overall. The snout piece is great. It's got really, really good shaping to it. You can even stick a little fish in the mouth if you want to. It reuses that slender Indoraptor torso to really good effect here, and it also reused that first version of the Indominus Rex's claws piece to really good effect. In 2020, we got an updated Indominus Rex. This was released in the Jurassic World Indominus Rex vs. Ankylosaurus set, and it currently cost $60. Personally, I really like this version. Unfortunately, it didn't reuse the old claw piece, and this time they changed the claws, and that kind of limited the mobility and what you could actually pick up with the claws. You kind of have to just stick stuff onto a stud, unfortunately. Despite that though, this updated one is gray and it just looks far more accurate compared to the original, and it's just a really, really solid mold. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same piece. 2021 brought us another Baryonyx. This one was with a dark green stripe pattern. It was released in one Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous set, and it currently cost $37.25. Despite being more expensive than the original one, I really don't like the color of this one. The orange eye patch kind of stands out too much, and it's too contrasted from the green, and I hate that kind of how that tan underbelly and jaw are interrupted by that green neck. It just looks unnatural to me, and it's a little bit unfortunate. I think if that portion was tan, this one would look a lot better in my mind. 2021 also brought us an updated Carnivorous. This was in one Camp Cretaceous set, and it currently cost $30.50. Really the only difference with this one is the color scheme. As you can see, it's much more brown than that original one, as well as it has stripes versus spots. This one also had a scar printed across the right side of the face, and this specific version is actually supposed to represent Toro from the TV show. 2022 brought us a brand new Pyroraptor mold from the Jurassic World Dominion set called the Pyroraptor and Dilophosaurus Transport. It currently costs $18.50, and you can actually still get this set today. This is such a cool looking mold, and I love the orange and red colored pattern. The only downfall of this mold is that the only thing that moves on it is actually the jaw and nothing else. It's also the only dinosaur on this list that actually has feathers molded into it, which kind of makes it stand out in the collection in my mind. In 2022, we also got an Atrociraptor. This is the orange version that was released in one set from the Jurassic World Dominion wave, and it currently costs $18.25. The set that it came out in was a rather expensive set. It was second most expensive set in the wave, actually, and I think that's kind of helping to push up the price a little bit. I think this is a really cool mold, and they really captured kind of that flow and look of the Atrociraptor and its menacing look. However, again, there's very limited movement with this one, and only that jaw piece can move up and down, unfortunately. Again, in 2022, we also got this white version of the Atrociraptor. Again, it was in one Jurassic World Dominion set, and it currently cost $8.25. Like I said, the previous set was much more expensive. This set was much cheaper, helping bring down that price quite a bit. I like the head shaping. It's really, really good. I like the hand shaping of this mold, and I like the foot shaping. It just kind of has an aerodynamic feel like this dinosaur, but unfortunately, like I said earlier, I wish there was more movement with this one. Last but certainly not least, in 2022, we got the Giganotosaurus in one Jurassic World Dominion set, and it currently costs $49.25. It's a great beast of a dinosaur, and it's a really, really cool mold. The back features a spine jetting out of it, and there are a ton of battle scars all over it, which is a nice touch. I kind of like to see these blemished dinosaurs in Lego form versus having them look pristine and perfect all the time. It uses that same headpiece as the Indominus Rex actually, but this version is olive green, of course, and it has that kind of black secondary color scheme. Well, that is every single carnivorous Lego dinosaur ever released. In total, this collection is worth $768.50, making it one of the more expensive collections that I've looked at on this channel. What is your favorite dinosaur from this group? Personally, I love the Indominus, but there's also something just special about that Indoraptor. Let me know what your favorite one is in the comment section, and check out my other dinosaur list videos. At this point, I've looked at all the T-Rexes, all of the Velociraptors, all of the flying dinosaurs, as well as all of the herbivores. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and joining in the conversation in the comment section below or over on Discord. Link is in the description of this video. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.